I know, I know, I know, but I can't help it. I have to do this because I do. I just do. I've got to do it. Um, Anybody judge if you want, say whatever you want, but do it, back where you do it in your underground forums or your public forums or your paid private clubs, anything like that. I myself, I don't do a paid private club to, bash people because, I'm not PUSSY, right? And I also have very good substantiated reasons to have my dislikes of certain people. But it's funny. I do see that there is so much hypocrisy going on that uh, how long does one person actually turn their cheek? So here's what I'm going to say. Let me do this. Let me have this, okay? Without any of my wonderful, wonderful friends here. And I know they say it when they say it out of pure concern and love. But for this live stream, just imagine like physically, if your friend was like, say your friend physically had this consistent gang of people just saying the most ridiculous untruth with no proof of what they accuse a person of, while the one person who's still going on, still battling on, still walking strong, um, that one person has high paying. Oh no, what happened, Pink? Oh, you don't have to tell us or me. You don't have to tell anyone. I think I don't know your bad news, so I can't say anything about it. And I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what to say. I don't know if, like what I feel so strongly about right at this minute is minimal to what you're going through, and I don't know. Uh, does it feel and all the G's and the green? Didn't they just the uh, well, you know what? They're going to build up an immunity to any further strain then in their bodies, right? You tell them that God gave them the ability to heal thyself. You tell them that there's nothing, no tiny cold is going to take, you know what I mean? Mind over matter, that COVID, right? Going the way that maybe it should be. If there's something that indicates COVID, then it will be take its course, and then they'll probably, I mean, they're strong, healthy individuals. You build up like an immunity, don't you, to any kind of like cold or flu or anything. You know what I'm saying? Tell them to stay in the house. Um, Take airborne. That you can buy it. I suggest airborne for any kind of if you get hi, I'm about if you get any kind of little tickle in your throat or anything. Um, Airborne is good because when I was working as a vendor at the fair, it was highly suggested because you want to go to work, so start taking it. I'd say even I should go buy some more airborne because I really think that airborne is as a vitamin C kind of supplement should be. what you pick, every day. Tastes good. Try not to eat the whole bottle because they taste kind of like candy, but um, they probably taste better than those. Remember those Flintstone tablets, the Flintstone vitamins? They didn't even taste good. Sometimes now they make things taste so good that you really wonder, like, I mean, I have the tendency to think that those edibles, the chocolate bars and stuff, I mean, they're really just the size of a chocolate bar. And if I buy a chocolate bar, I eat the whole thing. So I'm really hard pressed to not eat a whole. That's why I don't buy them. First of all, I'm also hard pressed to believe that there's enough weed in that one chocolate bar to warrant it costing, you know, more than what a candy was. I mean, $5, $10, maybe, then I do it. But some of this shit costs like, $30 a can of those gummies. When you read like how much weed's really in them, it's not much. It's really not much. Yeah, you say no warrior has, the inability to do what our body is supposed to do and to overcome, even when, now we all are using like the phone and our contacts and stuff, we're really not exercising our memory or anything, and I really think to myself quite often that probably the chances are, me too. Hi. What's the LK stand for? I'm just wondering. I'll explain to you why I asked. If you give me the, you know. mm. Anyway, what I was going to talk about here, and what I'm asking of the people here is, please nobody say, maybe you should just forget about it and, put it in the past. You don't want that stress. Because I need people to be able to understand high secret society, to be able to understand that to this day, I still read and see that currently people make videos, people make comments that aren't true, um, parodies that go on. I mean, I know that, but you have to understand. So it's a constant. So putting things in the past, mm, it's all been tried, right? And it doesn't bother me much, but I do like to say that I have seen one of the people that partake in that kind of behavior. It's very hypocritical, which I see a lot of. I do like to make my own reactionary commentary video once in a while. Doesn't mean I'm bitching or I'm drama or I'm negative or I'm stressed. It's more stressful for me to have the platform and not use it. You see what I'm saying? Like, because I'm not screaming or yelling or saying, calling this one out. And here's the thing, and usually I won't even say names, correct? Usually I won't even say names. But, and I really sometimes won't like put the name in the title or anything. It was as of very recently, within the last couple of months, that I decided, you know, to put a name in a title. I mean, chosen one was always, fuck him. I'll put the name out there because what he did is what caused, a whole ball rolling. Of course, I was being aggressively, you know, stalked by a lunatic for a while too. Not here's here's a way you can like really know that these people are lunatics. And this is the reason why I'm talking about it. It's not about these people. It's more about this behavior, right? I want people to be aware of a certain behavior in people. I'm not telling you to be aware of it. And I'm not telling you, no, I'm not telling you that it is this way. What I'm asking is just take notice of things because it's really quite amazing. It really is. It is quite amazing because let's look at the timeline of a few things, okay? Here now, what is different about this particular live stream? Hi, Pink, right? Bad behavior is bad behavior, right? So for this particular live stream, and don't get stressed, Pink, okay? Because I'm not angry at all. I'm not angry. I have a smile on my face, which I usually do when I'm talking to you guys. I really do. Very, very rarely am I like frowning. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have like laugh line. I mean, I'm more of a smiler. Even when I'm like being stern, and I'm talking about what I came across. Remember that video you and I were talking about, right? Recently, very recently, on a channel. We couldn't find it, so I was reading. Remember that? Well, I happened to just go, randomly. The only reason why is for this. And I'm telling you, I promise you, please just give me this. You saw it? Okay. Did you read the comments? Did you read the comments? Okay. The comments. Did you read those comments? I'm in shock. Oh my God. Can you come up here, please? Please. Did you see who was in it? And I'm sorry. One time only, and I still am hard pressed to even mention this name. Go back and look at those comments, Pink. Please. Go back and look at those comments and tell me who's in there from New Jersey who recently we thought I was good with. And I've been saying, yeah, but something weird happened. And for some reason, all of a sudden now, she's never done this, but I'm blocked. I can't see her. You go look and you see and read those comments and tell me if I have not been right about her. I mean, would you expect Miss Christian Lady hates drama? All good with me now. Even the person who made the video says, oh, I thought you two were good now. Isn't that funny? And the only reason why I'm saying this out loud about that person from Jersey, see, I still have a problem saying the name out because I'm not like that. But why make good with someone only to continue in a whole different but the same behavior? There's nothing charitable about this woman. She's like now created live streams in a private club where she talks about people and makes parodies of people. She says she's done 5 already. And they're so funny. And if it's anybody she's ever had any run-in with, well, sorry, then it's you. Wow. I mean, she's pretty much coddled every person on in this community. Yet she ran a Munchausen live stream pertaining to me, and I can't wrap my head around something so like, where is Daisy now? Where did Daisy go? No, not you, Pink. Jersey, from New Jersey. Oh, I don't know what that means, nice one thing. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I think it's, yeah, right. Oh, did you see the video I'm about, or that we're talking about? Probably. That's funny. Well, the point is you're new to the community, and I don't want to. This is the thing. This whole video really is about hypocrites. And while they're going on saying, just up to an hour ago, she was still going on about it. And I'm like, but it was 3 weeks ago. These people were putting these comments there. And I'm like, it was not. In fact, even the person who made the video, no, not Sharon. No, it doesn't have anything to do with Sharon. It's the New Jersey. Oh, I'm saying the name. I'm sorry, Jersey with Jules, because you will leave comments on these videos, and I thought we were good with each other. Isn't that amazing, folks? So while the person who may not like me made that video, right? And that's public knowledge that me and that person don't get along. But I didn't know why anyway. I thought we did, but I don't know. That Izzy I'm talking about. For this is the only time I'm mentioning people's names. But it was, obvious to her that, and it's obvious to me that maybe we have animosity. But it was the same for her and I about Jewel. When she asked her, I thought you guys were good now. And I just saw it now. I just saw it now. Those comments from 3 weeks ago from Jersey with Jules on that video. Like Jesse Hope was nice there. I mean, I don't tell anybody. I don't dictate. No, not Bobbles. Not Bobbles. No Bobbles. We're not talking about Bobbles either. It was a random video that I came across that someone had made 3 weeks ago, an old mod of mine. Whatever. It is what it is. Okay? But to see Jersey with Jules over there during a time that I thought we were good as well. And I'm not going to lie. I've seen people ask her that, Jersey with Jules, more than once. The person's name is Izzy. That's the last time I'll say. That's it. Is that it was on their video in the comment section that Jersey with Jules says something that motivated Izzy, the person who made the video, enough to say, I thought you were good with her, Jules. I want people to know. So did I. So people, yeah, exactly. Said to Jersey with Jules, I thought you two were good. And I want you to know, Izzy, that I did too. So, and other people have heard her say, we were good, right? And that lasted a little bit, right? And then they saw me go to the live stream even, Angie, that at that point I knew that Jules had blocked me personally, so that now we're good, right? Now everybody always say, it was my old mom. They made a video and they were about comments in it. It's no, big deal. That's where the comments appeared. I'm about. But it even made her question. I thought you two were good. So I want people to take notice of that behavior from Jules, because that's shocking to me. Still shocking to me, because I thought we were good. We had, maybe I'd say tops 2 or 3 conversations within the last, time frame of where we had talked, and I said, we'll just put that in the past. That's fine. We didn't call each other or anything like that. It was no aggressive campaign to recapture anything. But if there was something that we wanted to talk, which was only, like I said, possibly 2 or 3 times. But when I finally decided to say, you know what, there's something's weird here, was when she texted me and said, come to Angie's live stream. Now, at this point, I had been, I was just playing my phone game, my Homescape on my phone. If anybody's ever looking for a good phone game, if you have an Android, if you have Google Play Store, Homescape is I've been playing Homescape for a couple of years now. And actually, I have a friend who she, wrote like a real friend who, when we found out we both played, oh, okay, cool. Yeah. There's actually more likable people than dislikable. And the only reason why I am stating names and stuff here is because this person, Jersey just thinks it's okay to even feign, fake a reconciliation, even though it wasn't like, oh, we're friends again. So if people don't see that this type of behavior coming from someone who sits there and says they're a Christian lady, they are charitable, and then they haven't within the last, I'd say 6 weeks, heard, she's the one who said it first. Okay, Pink. Even with Sharon, I didn't say that Sharon and I had talked for an hour and a half on the phone after, we had our thing, right? She texted me. She had texted me, and I just go right back into being, me. And if anything comes up about whatever goes on and things like that, I'll always say, hey, we're here now. We're talking again. Let's just not even talk about it. Let's just put that in the past. That's how I am. If somebody reaches out to me, then you don't even have to worry about bringing something up and how can you don't have to, just because it won't be addressed, because we will move past it. I'm thankful. I love things too. I love you. I love a lot of people, and our conversations were very pleasant, mine and Jules. So when I saw her in a live stream at Nitty's, I went to say hello, because I do like FDS and I do like Beautiful Flowers, and there's people in his live streams I like, and I don't mind him. Okay? But she wasn't saying anything to me. And I was like, can Jules see me? But the weird thing was, then FDS and Beautiful Flowers weren't even responding then. They were being nice until Jules popped in. They weren't being mean after Jules popped in, but they were just doing a lot of LOL, and Jules was talking a lot in code, she thinks she's secretive. I'm gonna have a backstage fucking club where I'm gonna bash people, and I'll tell you the truth. The truth. Well, if it's the truth, why can't you say it publicly? What kind of fucking truth is that? And who wants to fucking pay to hear bullshit coming from somebody who can't even face their fucking people they're accusing? Oh, thank you, Emma. I appreciate that. I'd come too. I really would. What would you make? Tell me what you would make. Here we go. Let's talk about food again. And I just need people, when she's saying, so I'm having my backstage, my private, where I tell people how the truth and who to look out for in this community. Where did you get off? You came to me when you first started your channel, asked me to promote you. You said, I have the thing saved still because I saved I wanted to save your email address. So I screenshotted it, saying how everybody in the community liked me. I was the one who was kind to you when you came into Chosen One, saying all good things, accolades, right? And you're up to 3,000. And you fucking smeared me. You did a fucking aggressive, you took part in an aggressive smear campaign to where somebody who had a zero, and I was the one you asked to help. And I'm not putting all those 3,000 people on me. I'm sure that you had your own things. Thank you, Ollie. Thank you. You know? And you smeared me. And you still do. And like what Izzy said is, I thought we were good. I mean, not good, but you were saying the last couple of weeks, everything's good with me and us. She said, oh, you know, would I save you if you were drowning? Yes. Would I give you my bank account number? No. And yet I haven't seen, you blocked me so you could make derogatory comments about me. Oh, thank you. Just now you did? Because I did see your text from when I asked if that was you, but I do believe this is you. I'll take a look. But did you have surgery? Is that why your mouth is hurting? Oh, okay. Awesome. Awesome. See, that's something that Ollie and I do. And it works fine. It works great. You know? Like, we text each other and say, yep, that's me. Yep. She's never going to do one. Oh, no, fine. Oh, is she? Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, let me see that. I'm sorry. Hold on a minute. What do you mean, in a live? That's an image of you. Oh, my gosh. Poor Ollie. That's, I'm so sorry. Of a live stream? No, she was going in lives doing stuff. Look at that whole 5150 live stream where I really actually, remember you went up on panel? You remember that in Bobbles? That had to be a setup, man. I really, really thought that things were going to get exposed with that. And the next day, I mean, this woman, Jules, and I'm not out of my mind. I'm really not out of my mind. I am not. I am not out of my mind. And this is the real Ollie texted me. And I wouldn't even be bringing it up. Oh, okay. Awesome. Awesome, Ollie. I mean, I really wouldn't even be saying it except for the fact that the person who made a video that we're not friends, so I could reasonably say, okay, whatever. You don't like me, you make a video, that's fine. But to see somebody that you thought that you were like going in a more positive, direction with, bashing you and saying how basically it was going to be about that, I'm like, what the fuck? So it's not so far off that possibly, maybe, if the people who were there would, Ollie was there. She knows. She saw. Come on, man. You know what I mean? There's something weird about this. How did Izzy and Jules all of a sudden be buddy and prudently too? And they just fucking like slam me. They don't go with, oh, two friends had a disagreement, whatever. They slam me to the curb. Bad. And they go, what did I ever do? But they still don't tell me what I specifically did. You're just a nasty, ugly person. Not according to Jules when she wrote me that letter asking me to promote her channel. Not according to the 2 years prior to me being diagnosed with cancer. I mean, you are a mod here. What did I do? See? There's so many people who know they were brought to Jersey with Jules through me saying, come join me in this live stream and talk, who know they were brought there through that effort. I know, isn't that strange? But I couldn't even see her in there. Couldn't even see her. I think it was because she wasn't sure if I knew I couldn't see her. Is that weird? And nobody will say the word blocked to her. Maybe you have her blocked. Maybe you have her blocked. Nobody will say the word. But in the background, right, when I text and I say, look, why do I want to be there? I mean, I don't have a problem with Angie, and you have me blocked anyway, right? And she texts me, goes, no, I don't even know what she texted me. I didn't read it. I read the first sentence of it, and that was it. So let's do this together. Let's read it together. I'm not trying to be a dick or nothing. Really not. But I just think it's a dick move to act like you want to, bury the hatchet with somebody. You're right, Ollie. Wow, you're fucking good, Ollie. God dang, you're good. You're good, Ollie. Ollie, wow. I didn't read the text. All I saw was the 3 words, you're not blocked. And I said, bullshit. Didn't even type back, didn't text back, nothing. Haven't mentioned a word about it. Didn't read it, nothing. Never opened it. But listen to this. This is what the text said. This was the night of Angie's live stream. I go, because I had texted her, I go, okay, you have me blocked, so I'm there, but I can't see what you're saying. So I don't know why you want me there if you have me blocked anyway. That's what I had said. And I left and went back to playing my game. She responded with, you're not blocked. I thought Angie twisted stuff with you. She's a steamroller. That's the first time. That is the first time I read that text, and you are right. She was trying to stir shit there. Isn't that something? So she knew Angie didn't have me blocked, and I've said to Angie since we've had, I've said, oh, good video or something. You know what I mean? We've had polite banter. We're fine. Nothing big. I don't dislike Angie at all. But you are correct. She knew I wasn't blocked there. And in her mind, she just skimmed right over the fact I was talking about, like, she has me blocked. You, like her, Jewel, has me blocked. I'll take that turkey down. Let me go back to what Am About is fucking feeding me. I'm so sorry. I cook you a lovely dinner, turkey roast. I'll tell you what, that turkey roast was good. You ever hear if you cook your turkey upside down that it's like more juicier, tender? I don't like the stuffing inside. You are right. Wow. Mm. You know what's funny, Ollie? And I don't know what gets into me sometimes, but I was about to leave then, and I did leave shortly thereafter. But at first, I put put what I say. Sometimes I like to film people in bathroom stalls next to me by using my selfie stick. Like I'm putting it under the stall. Is that wrong? That's what I typed. Is that wrong? And right before I go, all right, night, guys. That's not true. I don't even have a selfie stick, nor do I like. I can't remember the last time I went to a public bathroom. To be honest with you, wow, that's what the world's coming to. That we're fucking never out. I mean, the thing was everybody was polite to me in there, and I think that's actually how Sharon and I got talking again. Was in there, yeah, and everyone was polite to me in there. Where on Jules' live streams, I've never even been able to say a word anyway, but she's been able to see me at places. Hi, Paranormal Underworld. I would like mashed potatoes and gravy. Yes, they say that, but I've never tried it that way. I've tried it that way, cooking a turkey upside down. I saw people frying a turkey, deep frying a turkey this summer, but not that I was invited. I was just driving by. Kind of wished I was invited. There was a lot of people outside. Like, I could go over that right now. What did I eat? Macaroni and cheese and noodles. Not much, that's for sure. Sucks, don't it? Because I'll tell you what. You know what? Here's another thing that this whole C word could have been taken care of too, right? Is excuse me. Sometimes if I go to like a chain restaurant, like 99 or Applebee's, stuff like that, I noticed a long time, like I do like I have had time where I have enjoyed like their steak or something. But within the last year, I'd say, the last year or two, maybe, meat tastes weird. Like, it doesn't have the same texture, some meat, you know? Doesn't have the same texture. Not all, not all, but, yeah, okay, for instance, you know how, like, you'll get roast beef, okay? From like a place like a deli. And the roast beef doesn't have that rainbowy iridescence to it. You know what I'm talking about? Have you ever seen that? Like a rainbowy iridescence to like roast beef, and that's been like that for a while. You would get if you got roast beef at like a fast food place, it would be that rainbowy look. But if you got it at um, if you got it at like a deli or something, it's more of that meat. Like meat. That's what I mean. Like now it almost seems like a lot of stuff is. You know what I used to like? I know, and I know it was, but it was like real chicken. I used to like chicken roll. Is that what it was? Chicken roll, and then slice it. You can't get that anymore. Chicken roll, circular chicken. It looked like bologna, but it wasn't like I don't know, a big fat joint of beef. Now steak gives me heartburn. Like I like prime rib, but it gives me heartburn. Even Ollie, oh no, I'll drop your link. But you're, yeah, but I'm about to subscribe and then get your. Here's the thing, though. I want to say straight out now, right now, because sometimes, well, I know NetNet has said she's not going in any kind of live streams anymore. So at least, but whatever. But I'm gonna say that, um, there's no, right here, there's no argument between, Ollie and anyone or anyone and anyone, because here we're not, and this is a different community than there. So, nobody is, we don't even think about that. So I just want to say nobody is, feels this way and that way. Don't feel that way here. Don't let that judge this. Keep the people here by being polite to anyone. I saw the other night one of the clones of Annette was giving Diane Ostertag a hard time, right, for being in a live stream where a clone that Nut was, right? And I was like, oh, I was confused because I didn't know about this whole not going in. Thank you. I like that. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yes. And I took I like lamb. Yes. Steak does. Steak gives me heartburn. It does. Even a good hamburger. And oh my God, I can't tell you. I have to remember the next time, if ever I'm going to go out to eat or something, to buy one of those, you take it like a half hour before you eat it to get rid of the heartburn when you eat. Because, man, it is such a bummer when, you get that and it's not, and it tastes good, but man, it hurts so bad. It will hurt so bad. Terrible. I don't know. Isn't that weird? I can eat anything. Anything. But I'll get a good prime rib or something, take a bite, and oh my God, the pain. The pain is awful. Yeah. I love food, though. I used to live next to this restaurant, man, that used to have, you wouldn't think it had such good food. It was you have Lansapro every day. What's Lansapro? Is that? No, I do not have Instagram. Mm-mm. Oh, I can't even keep up with one social media thing, let alone 2 or 3 or anything. I really can't. What did they say? I've got to just read this out because this is a shocking thing for me. I'm not, it was a shocking thing because I think what makes it the most shocking is that it's coming from people who will refer to calling themselves good Christians. That's what kills me too. So, what was it put? You know what? Okay. Okay. Let's see here. I wonder what could possibly be giving us insomnia. It definitely can't be all the positivity floating around us with a laughing emoji. Now that, oh, what? I'll just take heartburn pills. That's all they would say anyway, right? Right? Okay, so take this before. I just have to remember to do that. But so now just to get to, I just want to get back because this is the one time that I'm going to be outwardly addressing this particular incident. Now, I'm not gonna say that I'm never again gonna address things I see that I think are fucked up. But this is the last time I'm addressing this particular incident and saying names. Okay? And nobody has to pay and join my club to see it because I don't have a club. Right here, free for the taking. Right? So here we go. It could be the blood, Ollie. Maybe I get heartburn with blood. So this is the response to, um, she's I wonder, this is Jersey to Izzy. I wonder what could possibly be giving us insomnia. It definitely can't be all the positivity floating around us with laughing, crying emoji while she's over there on like a derogatory video. You, Prudently, and Aaron were smart to go underground. Now, I just have to like be curious. I gotta be curious there. Cause that is fucking weird. Like she didn't even respond to Izzy saying, I thought you two were good now. Okay? Didn't even acknowledge that she had said that. Yeah, she's been since the very day. They were still yeah, they were during that whole time. Oh, she's over there. Oh, as soon as Sharon made the parody, Izzy came right out of the woodwork and fucking started and stuff and Prude, all of them. As soon as, they don't, like they just, it's very strange to me. But for somebody, Jules, who says they're a Christian woman and a chair, but the thing is too, the people who I brought to her channel when she asked me in the beginning, who know that's why they're there, and they see that she doesn't even give me the credit, not that she should give me the credit, of being at least playing some positive role in her life. She acts like I bullied her. She hasn't been bullied. She was never anybody. You can all come to your own decision, your own conclusion. Okay? But I will tell you that there is physical evidence of what I'm saying, of her behavior, and her behavior now is out there because she's this way, but she's not ashamed of it. But in order to get a piece of her wonderful backstabbing, talking about people behavior, you should pay for it. Because the old man on the mountain ain't sharing her bullying beliefs without a price. Okay? She literally has gone on this pretense. Now, what kills me the most is this. She says, you, Prudently, and Aaron, the night that it all pretty much went down, right? You have this, right. The night that it all went down with them, Prudently, Aaron, and Izzy. It was Aaron's first time in my live stream. We had something, forgotten all about it, but she reached out to Spaceman and asked for her to be blocked. Okay? Now, I wasn't sure if it was Aaron or an Aaron, like if it was a girl or a guy. Was not certain who this Aaron was, but I did go to Spaceman's, account and saw her message and unblocked. And she said, oh, good, because I've been watching your live stream. I feel like I know all of, like I've been watching everything. Jose is so sweet. This whole thing, hush. And, fucking, you see that? And so, she, that night, I'm so confused right now. I'm so distracted. Okay. That was the first night Aaron. Then I realized, oh, I remember this, Aaron. It was all a, misunderstanding, the whole before thing. So, I was glad. Oh, cool. That's cool. I'm glad. I can't wait till Jose comes. I was on. So you can see the live stream. You can see it. I don't even fucking know. Here's the thing. The first time Aaron's there, how is that significant to Jules? Right? Right? Right, Jules? I mean, oh my God. Right? Right, Ollie? Yeah. How is Aaron? Because Aaron wasn't even significant to me. Like, her and I were never friends. But then when she acted like she really liked my life. So how is Aaron significant to Jules? Why the fuck does she have so much fucking interest in what was going on my channel when things were going good? What role did that fucking whack job play? She's fucking whack. Thank you, Ollie. So are you. So are you. Isn't that strange? That was the very first time Aaron was going to be in my live stream. And then suddenly Aaron goes underground. She wasn't above ground. She wasn't above ground. That was just the first time. And they were like so adamant to reach out to Spaceman. Thank you, one-lipped Holly. You don't have one lip. So adamant to get that, but never came back again. And I'll tell you what, who came in, and I never noticed it, was that Janie Jules in the country with her dog. Without even realizing it, I had a screenshot of her prior to that live stream, months prior to that live stream in Vern's channel. Months prior. And Janie Jules in the country with her dog comes in, says 2 comments. Have I come in at a bad time? That's what they said. And through the whole live stream in the chat, you see Izzy and Prudently going, and sorry. Oh, we are the wenches, aren't we? Oops, sorry, I blocked somebody. Oops, sorry, I timed somebody out. I can't believe that Spaceman, who didn't even know these people, and Ace, who didn't even know these people, how the fuck were they so easily swayed? How was Tiffany so easily to fucking turn against me? What the fuck is somebody doing behind the scenes? And now you see that Jules is not afraid to say what she does behind the scenes. But if you want to know, you got to pay for it. In that live stream, you can see, man, you got to watch it. It's called Freakers Ball Friday Night or whatever. When I rewatched it, because I had never rewatched it till like maybe 2 months ago, and I watched the chat at the same time. Because when I was in there, they were so distracting that I wasn't noticing what was going on in the chat room. When I watched it again, Ollie, I was in shock. You see it unfold. And then the very next day was when Izzy said that it was all my fault. Oh, here's another thing, too. Get this. I want you to get this. When Izzy came into the live stream that night, right? Oh, that would be wonderful, Ollie. And you know what? You should do it fucking outwardly and make her wonder who it is, who the fuck it is. So that way she just ends up shutting the fuck up, and all those people who paid to hear her bash people and want their money back. Because I don't think it's right to not have balls enough to, you want to slander somebody behind the scenes. You see what I'm saying? I'm about, you know what? You're so innocent because you're like from, the other, like, she does talk about me. She says it in her comment here. Let me finish. I'll finish reading her comment. So she says about the positive things with the crying emoji and then the go underground. And she says, I'd have gone underground long ago if I didn't have a channel. Now, mind you, I thought we were good at this point. Or I'd have at least made a sock account by now. Who the fuck says that? She goes, Nitty made a comment about in Detroit in regards to self-preservation. They have a saying, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Now, does anybody know what the hell she's talking about? I didn't finish, but does anybody know what the fuck she is talking about? What the fuck is she talking about? So she goes, I'll keep going, right? She goes, so I guess I'm letting the cat out of the bag by saying if I didn't have a channel, my sock account would definitely be judged by 12. LOL. What the fuck is she talking about? Does anybody know? I mean, that doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense. Now, here's another thing. I never said Secular Human was Janice Dickinson. Never. Never. I would never in a million years think that Secular Human would say the disgusting, raunchy shit that Janice Dickinson said. Never. Never. Okay? But Janice Dickinson makes a comment. Hi, babe. Missed you. SG has no class and never will. Now, let me remind people that Janice Dickinson is somebody who said, let me just say right now that Hi. No, I didn't yet. That was him. It's right. It's right. No, because that was the voice recorder, Janice Dickinson. Oh, why did they call themselves Janice Dickinson, the voice changer person? Did they? I didn't know that. Um, Here's the thing, though. Prudently knows that we heard. Oh, I'm right here, Ollie. Um, but this is a weird thing to say. Nitty had a live stream talking about self-preservation. That has nothing to do with anything. And yet, she doesn't even it doesn't even cross her mind to think that this person is bashing me. And she's over there saying, love you. I mean, what the fuck? I'm not trying to be a shit stirrer or anything. I do think that it is kind of really perceptive. Uh, I just, the thing is what is her gig with me? That she would be saying to people outwardly, bye, that we were fine, and SG said this, and giggle giggle, and then I did hear her say something like, "Oh, if anybody wonders why they're black, it's because happy Friday to you too as well, and I hope everything is wonderful for you, and your lip will grow back, and I'm sure it'll be sexy, like Angelina Jolie." And fucking, well, here's the thing too, with all right, let's think about oral alley, right? I've seen people have, you know, who I do believe to be secular. Oral alley, I do believe to be secular. Will come in places, and so after that, they, or there'll be a clone, not oral alley, that's good, or a clone of somebody, and they'll say, people scare who? Scare Janice Dickinson? Or I forgot what I was talking about. Scar her? I'm so confused. I don't know if it's scare or scar. But I've seen somebody go, um, oh, they'll go, they'll leave the person in there, and I'm like, that's not Ollie. And they're like, oh, did you black that? Like, if I'm a mod in there or something, did you black that person? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, why? Why? Because that's not Ollie. And, they wouldn't fucking say, it would suck the chrome off a trailer hit, right? Like, Ollie would never say that. Ah, I see what you mean. But you know what? I think that she's so disillusioned, Ollie, that she thinks she's like that smart. Like she's convinced that and in a way, she has got some people fooled, which is strange to me. Very strange. They don't speak out like, Diana Santos or people that were there. And it's so strange to me because I wonder, sometimes if it's where people don't want to, admit maybe they might have been wrong. But the thing is I'm just the type who says, let's not talk about the past. Where obviously we know we're going to disagree about the past because we disagreed about that in the past, right? So instead of keep arguing about that, let's just fucking move forward. Or just today. Today's all that matters. Today's the day. Today is the day. You know? And that's what it is. That's all we got. Only guaranteed right now. So I myself, I I don't want my last like shit to be, pretending to be, you know, these people are just, I don't know, they're not lonely because they got a lot of supporters. If you notice, there's a lot of support for evil people. There really is. Here's the thing, you could be right. They could be lonely, especially if they're thinking they have to play everyone. Like here's, Tom Reed recording every phone call he had. Yeah, good point, Ollie. Ollie's the wise woman in the mountain. And at least today. At least today. At least today. But man, you had it spot on. I hadn't read that fucking the full text. You were right. She knew she had me blocked. What the fuck did she think I was gonna go in there and say? Isn't that crazy? But I was just pissed because I was fucking enjoying playing Homescape. And I was like, why are you pulling me away from Homescape? And then I go, I don't even know why I'm here. Jules asked me to come here. And fucking, that I think it's Amy Ants Arts, I don't know, whatever. Said maybe for support. I said, she can't even see me. She has me blocked. What kind of support does she want? And she goes, oh, well then I don't know. Right? Just like how, so I want people to take note. Right? I want people to take note. Be aware when somebody says something. Whoever has the masses against them, okay? Whoever has the masses against them, then the one who has the less support is probably the one speaking the truth. You know that? That's the one speaking the truth. And it's probably because they're seeing something being done to someone that they know to be truthful, and that they've maybe have said things to the same person that's doing it to the person who they've known, but they've at that point told them so much because, the person who is trustworthy trusted that person. Okay? And maybe they don't want things done to them, so they, decide they join the whole I'll save myself campaign. But liken that to somebody who gets arrested and they throw, their buddies under the bus to fucking save their own skin. Okay? And then they think about that shit. She goes on to say, if I didn't have a channel, I probably wouldn't do that. I would have gone underground too if I didn't have a channel. But let me tell you something. She did go underground. She did. For a couple of months there, you'll see she didn't make any live streams. She doesn't upload any new videos. Nothing. Disappeared. She did go underground. Then she starts charging people to go to her behind the scenes club. And you can only get the link to the behind the scenes club if you give her, your phone number and your email and your personal information and shit. And it's very easy to pretend to be somebody else, sending emails and doing this and doing that. Now, this is just my opinion. That somebody who said, I'd have gone underground if I didn't have a channel that is now basically bashing people and doing parodies of people on a for pay only thing. Here's what she failed also to recognize. Now, I don't know about Erin, but I do know that Prudently has a channel, and so does Izzy. Wow. Wow. Where the fuck does she think she's commenting on Izzy's channel? How fucking narcissistic can somebody be? The only reason why she thinks you were smart to go underground is because you didn't do anything on your channel for a while. And when you did, I mean, Prudently did a couple of things. And so, both of you, lovely garden. Ah, wildflowers, beautiful, beautiful, Izzy. I know you don't like me. Because we never really actually argued, I really can't, other than the things that get said I really can't, I'm sorry. Beautiful gardens. That's all I can say. Not all I can say, but I don't know, whatever. I just thought it was shitty for Jules to pump her private channel on there to, I'm just in shock that somebody can be that obvious. And so I believe that you had said the word lacking self-awareness was, I don't know, like unaware, self-aware. Wow. And I don't think that Jules does it like the person that you were referring to, who is like unaware, like literally unaware that they might be so excited about something that they don't realize it. And if you pointed it out to them, they would genuinely apologize that, oh, I'm so sorry for not hearing that. I was caught up in my own, you know what I mean? But repeatedly, Jules has displayed disingenuous and false behavior covered with saccharine sweetness. And people around her, thank you, I'm about, around her, I can't imagine. Like, some of those people were friends, like, I still hate to bring this up, but a particular person was saying one time, Survivorgirl doesn't know this, but she saved my life one night. Now, me and this person are still friendly to each other, but not go out of our way friendly, right? Like, not where, as friends, I would think we could be had I never sent that person a link to Jules' channel. Do you know that she knows that when she refers to her girls, that she knows that a good portion of them were my friends. She befriend what what friend enemy of my enemy. What is it? It's a friend of mine. Like that's how she was. Friend of my enemy. I'm gonna make you enemies with that person, and you'll be my friend. Like I, the fact that people were getting kicked off Chosen One's channel is they supported me is so aggressive of shit. How does a lunatic gain 100 more subscribers after Jules decides to give him a platform to tell people that I'm a scam artist? Starts thanking after a month of me sharing her channel out feverishly. Instead of her having any kind of loyalty, she skips over to a person, which I know it wasn't her first time skipping over there, to a person who was threatening to behead me. Now there's people, even Izzy knows. When she says, look a poor bird, she knows it's not poor bird. She was there, the only one awake one night when he was screaming, when he was screaming, me to shove the biggest dildo up my. She knows that. How hard is it to see that I am not in any way, shape, or form what you want to try to convince people that I am? And that when they actually see, this is why I'm convinced. I'm convinced that when there's a car accident or something happens, and they'll get the testimony, the eyewitness view of 10 people that were there, and I mean, I've never actually looked at 10 people's like view of a car accident. I mean, sure, if they're standing over there and they're standing over there and this one's standing over there, their views physically are different. Their views. So when something is written down, it's right there, it's on record, you read it. If you're a good person, you know right from wrong. You do. You do. Like Ali said, like with me, I was very surprised. I was in shock. In shock. In shock. You know why? It sucks to because it doesn't suck so badly that I won't continue to be this way. Man, you go, who said that? And I'm like, who said what? What? Like the 10 different views? I just wonder, like, if, people actually physically do. Like, if, something that controls what we hear and see and smell and what we like are, like, really different in every sense of all your senses. You know how some people like one person's voice, they don't like the others, or they can stomach this person, but they can't stomach that person. Um, I feel like, maybe it's really like that. Like what somebody else looks at isn't the same as what this other person looks at. Because there's no fucking way possible. Here, you're in there, up there. Oh my God. Ugh. Here you go, buddy. Whoa. You know who hasn't been here lately? Ian Watt hasn't been here lately. Isn't that strange? I just, I'm sorry. I really believe that I put a lot of stock into that. You just don't get it both ways. People don't get to have it both ways. I mean, they do, but I'm not living my life by that. I'm not going to watch people sometimes give accolades, or some people say, she's over there talking about us. And people say, blah, 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 about giving it. I'm not entitled to my own opinion. So, in their mind, I'm not entitled to my opinion, but when they're talking about somebody else, they're entitled to their own opinion. Or when somebody who totally goes off on somebody because they might have implied something about domestic violence, even though it was in parody form and in defense of somebody making fun of something really serious, which I'm not saying domestic violence isn't serious, but I could see how somebody else retaliate with something where, you're going to hit them where it hurts. But still, no proof positive of saying this happened to you. Okay? Somebody goes off on me. Right? The same person who now says, they use that whole DV, domestic violence, to now go off on the person that they were protecting and saying, I said this about when I never did say anything about that. I mean, you're the one saying it now. And now they go off about it, name names, and say the whole thing, right? They go domestic violence, but then they go, oh, maybe I should just say DV. What difference does that make? You're still throwing it in their face. Something that you berated me, but I wasn't even doing that. And yet those people around that person who was leaving comments and supporting that don't say, so what about when you were going off on SG and she wasn't even doing what you're saying right now? They don't say that. Nope, they don't. Now it's oh, it's free for all. So you thought it was bad behavior before, but it's acceptable coming from you. No, not today. No, it might be. You know why? That's your gig. You want to keep going on about it, and acting that way and having double standards and being a hypocrite. Go right ahead, but leave me the fuck out of it. Leave me the fuck out of it all. Jules, if my friend tells me that you are implying to anybody anything other than factual truth pertaining to me, which best bet would be just don't talk about me. Don't. Because if anybody without, the ability to see how, just strange and evil you are, had a problem with it before. The fact that you laughed about positive energy in this community, well, that's totally like, if you were like some good Christian woman, like, what's wrong with you, man? So are you like implying that Izzy's video isn't positive? Okay, that could be it. That could be it. But I don't know. To you, something's funny. I don't know. Then you go on to mention people that one person that was like so minimal in the whole thing, even though they were so desperate to get, unblocked and partake in my live stream. Not desperate, but excited, that I was even excited. Anybody can go back and look. Yet they never, ever, ever came back again. And they didn't say one word to Jose. And it wasn't at all like they acted like they were so excited for. Okay? Another thing that I was started to mention and forgot, but I'm going to mention now, is that as he goes on to talk about this email. Funny that Izzy knew this story about this email, talks about this story about this email, and said, and then I went back and looked, and she doesn't say racist. Blah, blah, blah. Okay? But she goes, nobody said racist to begin with, but you say that, and then you go, so I was wrong. She didn't say so. So did you say racist or you didn't? You said it right there that you corrected it yourself. But you're talking about an email. That's funny because in the live stream, you said she said it live. And I didn't even know about that email till months after that live stream. So how the fuck did you know about it before I did? And throughout that whole live stream, you see, oh yeah, your email, I got your email, yeah, your email, all going on. All my fucking friends, my mods, talking to this one up there that's on my panel. People that I was bringing to your live stream, ending my live stream and putting your link up, bringing to your live stream. And you have the nerve to say to Catherine Guthrie, I thought you were one of mine. Like as if you're a fucking dictator. But what about the ones that were mine, that are over on your live stream? They weren't mine. But I certainly would like to know about these fucking emails. What the fuck? I was shocked when this one just made this video and talks about email that I didn't know about till months later. And why would you be fucking emailing Jose looking for shit on me, calling me a racist white bitch, when here I am ending my live stream and sharing your link? What the fuck is wrong with you people? How fucking rude. So through this whole video that Izzy makes, and she gets to her story about the email that was sent to Jose looking for dirt on SG, the racist white bitch, she's still calling me evil. She was my mod then, Izzy was. I'm fucking sharing the other one's link that's sending emails, and I'm the evil one. Izzy, how the fuck am I the evil one? What did I do then? You're telling a story about a fucking email that I didn't even know about, but apparently you're saying that you did. Of somebody who I was sharing their link, having them on my panel, thinking they were my friend. While in the meantime, they're emailing people from my channel looking for dirt on me. And I'm the one at fault. Can you please explain that to me? And the fucking 70-something comments bashing me. None of you realize that? Are you serious? Are you serious? Here's another thing, Ace. Do you hear yourself when you go, I wouldn't even known she said that? If I watched that when they played that back on that live stream, that video, nobody could hear me say that. You know why? Because somebody sped it up and then they talked very loud over it. So when you go, I wouldn't have even known she said that if somebody didn't say this to me. You ever think maybe it wasn't quite that way? Maybe I did say that. Did you hear it? Mm-mm. You didn't hear it. Right there. It's recorded. It's in that live stream. You say it. Can you turn it up, or can you? I can't hear it. You say it. Wasn't said quite like you people are trying to, but you bought right into that, as if the last 3 years didn't make any difference to you. Look at Dan. Based on how a group feels about me from month to month, doesn't make their own decisions about how they've treated themselves. Mark Crafter, how have I ever treated you badly? Tracy C, have I ever treated you badly? No, but I saw you defending me somewhere where they left you to the fucking wolves until you finally deleted your comment. And now you're okay by them. How does that make people feel proud about their own decisions when they aren't based on fact? How can you make a video saying basically just you're a good person so people don't like you? Because when we tried to behind the scenes to make Jose say that you were a racist, he wouldn't, so we had to say that he did this instead. And you think I'm the best. You didn't even come out of the woodwork until somebody made a horrible video. And yet, I bet you could not tell me what I did to you. You could make fun of me and go, what did I do to you? But where's the answer? I can't make fun of you telling me the answer because none of you ever do. Know what I did to you? I'm a better person than you. And you, whatever. Now you're still surrounding yourself with disingenuous people because that's all you can tolerate, because you don't have the capacity to be genuine. So why be around anybody genuine if you know you're disingenuous and you derive more pleasure from pointing out how good somebody is? She said she'd say hello to him. Who the fuck does she think she is? You hear the ridiculousness in statements like that? If you don't, I'll let you know. Really, I will. People don't get to say, oh, I like that person because they're real. And then tell another person, maybe you shouldn't say that though, because, people, no, no, then they wouldn't be real, would they? They wouldn't be factual. They wouldn't be logical. And then people would be surrounded by fools. Now, when there's a person who's logical and normal and brave and just keeps fucking talking, because basically I don't talk for, fools. I talk because I have some fucking good shit to say. Makes sense to me anyway. Pretty logical, and normal, decent people tend to agree. So if you want to sit there and be an idiot and not realize when some woman says, you three were lucky to go underground because you don't have channel. And I really even think that Erin had a channel too. You know that? I think she did something with hairdressing or something. I really believe she did have a channel. While being on your channel, she tells you don't have a channel. You gonna fucking speak up to her or what? Let her just fucking obviously act like, good thing you ducked out on your channel and made it have less subscribers than it might if you had enough, cause what? Why was it a good thing they went underground? Why was it? Why wouldn't you promote them and encourage them? Why wouldn't you encourage positivity in the community, Jules, as opposed to the laughing emoji? What fucking no drama, we don't have no drama, creates a channel to talk smack about people? If it's truth, you should be able to put truth right out there. That's why I'm doing this. So I want everybody to know, at the same time that you guys were wondering, I thought you and SG were good. I want you to know, so did I. So did I. Morning, Secret Society. It's just that she decided at that point, now I'm going to have to find a different way to hurt her feelings. So I'll block her so she can't see me, and I'll say some crappy shit about her. And then when people say, I thought you two were good, I'll just ignore it and nobody will say a word because I'm Jules. Alrighty. And that is the only time I will address this particular incident. But I myself, I'm going to end this live stream. I'm very sorry because you just came in, but I've been on here for a little bit. So I love you guys. Have a great day, King. Peace, love, and tacos.